Ben Zotto is the founder of CocoaBox, the company that made Penultimate, which just got acquired by Evernote for an undisclosed amount. We have Ben here on the Skype, and I want to talk to him briefly about this acquisition. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, Rafe.
Ben, what are you going to be doing there over at Evernote now that they've acquired your business?
Well, we're gonna be taking Penultimate from a one-person shop and putting a team behind it and doing a lot of great things with Evernote technology. That it happens to be really complementary to what Penultimate's already been doing.
But this was really a one-person shop. It was you wrote the thing and ran the business?
I did. I had some help along the way from some pretty talented sort of independent freelance workers along the way. But all the sort of product and the product management and engineering and business stuff was all me.
So tell us the history. I mean, why Penultimate? How did it start and when? And what was, in a nutshell, the trajectory of the app from then to now?
All right. It's so originally there used to be an iPhone app that predated Penultimate that was really very much a hobby project for me. I liked the idea of digital handwriting and having ink that looked really much like you might get from a really nice pen. And so I sort of had it as a hobby project. But the iPad was announced in January of, I guess it was 2010 now. And it sort of dawned on me that really this technology I built, the sort of ink technology, was going to make a lot more sense in the form factor of a tablet. It really didn't make a lot of sense on the phone. So the whole idea all along was to have something very easy to use, because I thought that, hey, it's going to be a mass market problem. Everybody who owns an iPad is going to want to use something like this at some point. They're going to have some need for it, whether it's going to be notes in class or notes at work meetings, or is it going to be keeping track of plans for things. And kind of got to this point a little while ago where it's sort of the question starts becoming, how do you really take something like this to the next level? Like, what's the next step? And I've been actually in touch with Phil Libin of Evernote for a long time. He was an early fan of the app, and he said, hey, you got to get our API. Like, this is a really natural fit. We've got all this great handwriting technology. I integrated with Evernote's API several months ago, because I had users who were demanding that like this was the most natural fit, and I did, and it was a high quality integration, and it was really well received. So eventually we kind of realized that really, strategically, this was a really great complement. The additional value too is I'm excited about being here because I can take some of the Penultimate technology and ideas and sort of sprinkle them into some of the rest of Evernote's ecosystem and wire some of that through in a way that makes handwriting sort of first-class citizen really within the Evernote ecosystem with all the existing kind of products.
It's interesting. Last August, Evernote acquired Sketch, which was a very useful kind of screenshot and graphics application. That product to this day, the integration is coming along, but it's moving a little slowly. Phil told me in another interview that on the one-year anniversary they're going to make a big splash, so I'm looking forward to that. It strikes me that Penultimate is much more of a natural fit with Evernote and deserves to be integrated far more deeply and needs to be integrated far more deeply. So how do you navigate that? How do you think you're going to navigate that inside of Evernote and with a user base that is probably, when they hear about this news, going to say, "Oh, for God's sakes, don't change a thing"?
Yeah, I think it's important to note that like we're not going to break it. Penultimate, I think Sketch actually is an interesting model to look at, and I think it should be reassuring for Penultimate users. Evernote, there's a lot of value here on what Penultimate is, and that makes it exciting for me. So Penultimate sort of will remain the powerful app that it is today, and you'll be able to continue to use it, as you do today if you'd like. But I think what's really nice is that as you say, there are huge opportunities for going really deep with what Evernote has to offer. And what we're going to do is start plumbing these really powerful things in. And I think that users are going to they'll be pleased, and I think actually in many cases surprised by how much more powerful Penultimate gets as a result of this relationship.
For people who have applications that they think might fit into the Evernote ecosystem, or say any other ecosystem, entrepreneurs in small shops who have businesses they think deserve to be made part of a larger business. What's your advice on the process of shopping your business around and dealing with the CEO and ultimately joining a larger team with your startup product?
Well, I see. As you know, Phil's not hard to deal with. He's a good guy. The it's for me, I wouldn't describe, what happened was definitely not a shopping around of the app. It was very clear to me that there was a very natural, we already had an integration. I'd already sort of been talking to Phil over a period of time. It became very clear that there was a really great strategic complement there.
Mm-hmm.
The acquisition that we're announcing today is just sort of the next step in that, basically, in accelerating the growth. I mean, in terms of advice to other entrepreneurs, I mean, just as with any business, be in touch with people who are in the industry, who are related and who are interesting to you, right? Who are doing things that are related, things that are interesting, things that are complementary. Those are always good people to kind of reach out to and see if there's anything interesting there.
All right. Well, listen, again, congratulations on the acquisition. Are you going to tell us how much it was for?
Not disclosing numbers on it.
I didn't ask in a sneaky enough way. Congratulations on it. Good luck there at Evernote. Do not screw it up. Don't screw up Evernote either while you're at it, and we'll look forward to seeing what you do next.
Thank you. It's very exciting. There's a lot of great stuff coming down the pike, and it's a really exciting, I think, step for the product.
All right.
And for me.
Ben Zotto is the founder of Penultimate, just acquired by Evernote. Thanks a lot, Ben.
Thank you, Ray.